A man accused of killing a Foley resident in a deadly crash was back in court this morning.
Fox 10 News Baldwin County reporter Hal Sherrick was at the hearing where he learned Stephen Little tested positive for alcohol and marijuana.
Stephen Little sat with his attorney and listened as an investigator with the Major Crimes Task Force testified about what happened on April 16th. Deputies started chasing Little after they say numerous complaints were called in about his erratic driving. The investigator said he reviewed dash cam footage that showed Little racing through parking lots of apartments and shopping centers at up to 50 miles per hour. The pursuit ended when Little ran through a stoplight on Highway 59 at Azalea Avenue in Foley and smashed into a car being driven by Foley resident Ron Ely. Ely, who was on his way home from work, was killed.
And we will prosecute this case to the fullest. You know, he killed a man, and whether he meant to, whether he didn't, his actions, his reckless actions and the behavior that he exhibited caused the death of another human being.
Testimony today shed light on a possible reason Little was acting so erratically that day. Blood tests taken at the hospital following the wreck showed that Little had both alcohol and marijuana in his system.
The hospital testing is helpful because it lets us know that the drugs and the alcohol were in fact there.
Even though hospital results show that Little had alcohol and marijuana in his system, prosecutors say it's important that we know exactly how much of each he had.
The quantity and the levels, of course, are going to be very important in terms of what charges to levy and how to proceed to trial at that point.
Little remains in the Baldwin County Jail without bond. He's charged with vehicular manslaughter, reckless endangerment, driving with a suspended license, and attempting to elude. Reporting from Bay Minette, Hal Sherrick, Fox 10 News.
And that case is now headed to a grand jury. Prosecutors are still waiting on lab results from the Alabama Department of Forensic Science. They expect those results to be in before the grand jury reviews the case. Based on those results, more charges could come.